Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream here at my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you're here. Tonight I'm going to be playing with some of my product that has come out over the last year because Conquer and Ninth is having their big inventory blowout sale, and most of my line, except for the most recent products, is on deep discount. So it's great. I've added links down below in the video description. But basically, I have two links for you. The first link is I've compiled all of the products from my line that are on sale, and you can click over and then see the prices. Or you can just go straight to everything over at Conquer and Ninth that's in the blowout sale, and that's linked as well. So I'm trying to think of anything I need to mention anything else. That magazine promo from last week is still going for Creative Scrapbooker magazine. The code is down below and all the info, so if you want to catch that. And I'm going to switch to the overhead here because we need to do a little bit of polling to decide what's happening tonight. So I basically narrowed it down to two different bundles that are on sale. I think they're still available. They were when I looked earlier. Some things are selling out. That's just how this inventory blowout goes. But I thought I would just, let's decide between the Cheerful Flowers bundle, which has this background stamp, a die with a greeting, and then the big stencil set. Or we've got the Simple Flowers stencil pack, and that has the 6x6 stamp set and also dies. And I have not planned cards because I don't know what we're doing yet. Let me get this poll up here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. It's about 2/3 going for Cheerful Flowers. So I'm going to end that poll and we will go with Cheerful Flowers. Okay, so because I don't have a card planned yet, hold on 1 minute. I'm just grabbing my sketchbook, which happens to be on the bottom of a big stack of cardstock. Okay. When I plan a card, this is generally what I do. I start with my little sketchbook and, figure out what I'm going to do here. All right, so it would be kind of fun to do maybe some inlay die cutting over here with the flower. But I also kind of like the idea of just doing some really fun stenciling. Like, maybe even doing like super simple stenciling where we're not even going to do all the different layers of the stencil, but we'll just use this main one and maybe do like a gradient of the design going across. I think that could be really cool. Maybe do the gradient going across and then, I don't know, we could maybe add some gold paste on top on just the centers of the flowers or something. Let's see here. Inlay die cutting is always fun, but we did do inlay die cutting a couple weeks ago with all of those berries. And the die cutting does take quite some time. But it would be kind of cool to maybe cut out the interiors out of glitter paper. That could be kind of fun. To cut the interiors out of glitter paper and then possibly like make a background out of all of these. So like have it repeat. I don't know how many I would need. Let's see here. If we do an A2 card, I've got some A2 cardstock right here. One right here. 1, 2, 3. I think we could get away with 4. I think we definitely could get away with 4. Let's do that. I'm going to go grab some glitter paper. And we will keep it really simple. We'll just do like a super, like this is all the flower background. And then I'll just do the die cut right here and just put a greeting on top. And maybe keep it really simple because there's going to be glitter on all these die cuts out here. So maybe have plain cardstock for the greeting. I think that could be cool. I really love these Altenew like glitter packs. So I'm just going to grab 4 of them because we can decide what we're doing. So the fairy dust one is really kind of cool because you've got a bunch of different colors. These others are kind of like an ombre. but that's really kind of fun. All the different colors of glitter. I also could combine them a little bit too, but I kind of like the idea of this. So for the flower, we have the petals. I think I will have the center still be like gold or something. And then we've got the leaves. So maybe, we could do different colors of flowers. So we'll have one flower be pink. One flower could be blue. I think I want this green for all of the leaves. And then a more intense pink. That could be cool. We'll have one be white. Maybe I'll do the peach from the Fairy Dust Glitter Pack. Yeah, I like that better. Let's get all of the flowers taken care of. Okay, just to keep these petals, keep them a little bit easier to know where I'm going with them, I'm going to put them out like this. And it will hopefully keep them in generally the right order of things. Okay. And that will help me when I go to put it all together on the actual flowers. All right, I've got to cut a bunch of these leaves, making sure I'm gonna get all of the leaves on here. So I've got all the little leaves, 4 of that one. Then we've got 4 of that one. And then 4 of the little chunky ones. And then 4 of the kind of medium elongated ones. Now let's cut 4 white outlines and 4 white bases. The base first. I would be using the Pretty Bowls for the pieces. Well, I could for these, but over here I wanted to keep the petals in the same order where they're at, just to make it easier for when I start assembling them. It just pops out of the die so much better like that. Okay, now we need to grab silver glitter or just silver cardstock. I think silver glitter could be interesting. Or even if I got just like a slightly darker glitter paper. I do have quite a bit of glitter paper that I could choose from. Is there a different color? Let's open this one. Ooh, that's like a navy. I almost could get on board with the navy, but maybe more of this, what do they call it? Iridescent hematite? Oh, no. Oh, do you guys see this one? It has like a different, it's like more colors. And then this one really is like just like a darker silver. Gosh, that's really pretty. I'm almost thinking, how pretty would it be to have this? And then, granted, how many sheets of this do I have? Okay, I have 4. Perfect. So I could get 4 stems out of it. And then the background is a black glitter. I know I have a full sheet of black glitter somewhere. This might be a total mess, a total disaster, but I'm intrigued and I kind of want to see what it would look like. Could I actually get 2 out of this? I might be able to. I might be able to get 2 out of it. We'll see. And it did cut it really, really well. Maybe I can actually just pull this up because it's the outline that I need. Okay. All right. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, I think the contrast is going to be really nice. All right, I'm just going to go for it. we're going to cut them. I'm not concerned if the glue squidges out because we're going to glue those center pieces anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. Get that on there on the leaves. Since we're making it so dramatic, I probably should have cut the base layer out of black or a dark gray or something. This is why I wanted it like this, because then I can just take the correct petal pieces and put them where they're supposed to be. And I'm just going to put like a couple little dabs of glue. And just puzzle piece these in. It's kind of nice that the glitter paper is the same thickness because it's really making it look really flat. Just put a little dab of glue on each one. And puzzle piece those in. Gosh, for the centers of the flower, maybe we do like a different color from a different flower. So maybe we do like pink. Do all the pink centers. I think that could be really fun. Let's do that. Because then I also don't have to cut even more. I can just use what I already have cut. I think this dark gray glitter paper is going to be a winner. So I'm thinking on top of black glitter paper, I mean, we're leaning into the glitter. Why not? we're leaning completely into the glitter card. I kind of feel like that. Okay. Ooh, and I have an idea to make it kind of offset on the card. I think it could be interesting. What if instead of it just filling the entire back of the card, what if it was just a little bit smaller? So if it was like, okay, so it's going to be like this, and then the flowers can like go off the edge. Oh, we've got a kitty downstairs who's very meowy. Did I cut this the wrong dimension? What is this? It's not lining up right. That's close enough. If I'm using the Thinking of You die, it'll be right across the center. So it needs to be a horizontal card. So and it will probably be more like across the center of the card. I'm going to add glue all along the stems and the leaves because it's going to have to like press into the glitter paper to really adhere. Okay, I'm just going to press that for a moment. Cut the lower leaf from the white flower. I guess I could. And then I'd get more of the peach flower on. That is not a bad idea. Where are my scissors? No one will even know. Oh yeah, then I can get it in better. Good call. Shari? How do you say your name? Sherry? And I can just get it nestled up there just a little bit more. All right, I have a little glitter on my, or a little glue on my glitter paper, but thankfully the glitter really hides it. Okay. I think I'll have it be more like this. And then I'll have some more leaves come in right there. In fact, I could probably take this leaf and I'll just put it right there. All right, and then I'm going to cut whatever's hanging off the edge here, you know, because I'm getting glue all over my work surface here. I could hear the cats playing downstairs. Fred's down there just meow, 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 meow. Okay. Put that right there. Okay. Not bad. That's a really pretty background. It's not anything what I was picturing, but I love how it turned out. Okay. Now we need a greeting to go on top. I'm thinking something white. And if we use the same dies, it would be this thinking of you. So maybe the thinking of you in white, and then the little outline would be in vellum. And I'm thinking, because this little, they don't want to like stick together, I think it'd be a little bit easier to get it on the first layer of vellum so that it's more stable. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one on here first. Just the first layer. And then it can stack the other ones on top of it. Mostly because I don't want to like stack them and then they're not, like they're all warped. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but then it'll be on top like that. Oh yeah, I think that'll look really pretty. But it's also making me wonder if I should have it stacked up. So like it's hovering, or do I want the vellum directly down? I think I kind of want it on the back. So we'll stack them on the back, kind of how I did on that card. When was that? Was that last week? May have been the week before. And I could also just do this. And I can just layer this right on top. Get it like lined up. Kind of hold it in place a little bit. I also need to put that little dot down. Okay, I'm going to put quite a bit of glue, you know, all over this because I don't know where it's actually going to adhere because it's, you know, you've got the layer of the flowers on top. So I just want to make sure it really sticks. Making sure this is the way the card opens. It is. Okay. Centered, or, yeah, I think I kind of want it centered. About right there. I can kind of wiggle it a little bit until it's nice and straight. And just kind of press that down. In fact, I will put the paperweight on top. I think it also would have looked really pretty with the, maybe even like the pink glitter paper or the blue glitter paper as the thinking of you. I think that could look really pretty too. Talk about glitter. See, this card is so heavy because of all the inlay die cutting and also the glitter paper, because the glitter paper is like super thick. Like it's no joke. It's pretty thick. So, but I love how that turned out. Look how pretty, all that glitter. So here is the finished card for tonight. In total, I cut out 4 of the flowers and just used the leftover bits that were cut off and kind of filled in any gaps. And I used a bunch of glitter paper from Altenew, one from Simon Says Stamp, I think that's where it was from, and then die cut grading. But I used the Cheerful Flowers dies for all of it, and it came together fairly quickly, 90 minutes start to end, and I did a bunch of inlay die cutting, which can be really time consuming. So I'm surprised I was able to get this done in just 90 minutes. So super quick and easy. Make sure you check out the inventory blowout sale over at concordandknives.com. A bunch of my products, pretty much everything except for the May release and half of the April release, is on sale, up to 40% off on a few products. There's one die that I think is down to $4. So you'll want to check that out. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video very soon.